Acolyte, welcome. We're canceling Lifeguards now. Smakaranda, thank you for showing me this video. And for F's sake, what the fuck? A lifeguard got cancelled for... It depends for what, I don't know the situation, but it sounds like if Alana actually covers it, this has to be either the lifeguard did something freaking heinous, like being a PDO, like looking at children in the wrong way or touching them in the wrong way, or the lifeguard saved someone and the family sued him if it's in America. Yes, because this is also a possibility there. I mean, it's everywhere basically, but hey, let's just see.
Chat, brace yourself. Time to add lifeguard to the list of jobs not safe from Karens.
A lifeguard was thrown in jail after saving a drowning
Okay, so they sued him. Fuck off. Okay, no. If he actually didn't do his job, then it's something different. Maybe he watched his handy or talked or flirted instead of actually watching the boy. Let's just give them the benefit of the doubt.
5-year-old boy, all because the child's parents called the police. 23-year-old Zachary Stein worked as a lifeguard at a water park. He noticed 5-year-old Adam Katak struggling underwater. Adam's friends thought he was just holding his breath, but Stein realized something was terribly wrong.
That's where it should have stopped and been like, yay!
Yep.
Yay! He saved a kid! Woo!
Yes,
Without
it should.
hesitation, he jumped into the pool, pulled Adam out, and performed emergency CPR, successfully reviving him.
That's good. That's a good thing, right? Am I crazy? You saved someone's life?
I'm gonna be honest, Acolyte. If this kid is the kid of a Karen, his effing future looks bleak. Very bleak.
But just as people began praising Stein as a hero, Adam's parents arrived. Instead of thanking him, they called the police. Officers soon showed up and arrested Stein on charges of endangering a child. According to Stamford police, surveillance footage showed the boy underwater for almost 4 full minutes. At the time, there were fewer than 8 kids in the pool, and Stein was the only lifeguard on duty. Police argued that Stein should have noticed sooner and acted immediately when Adam first started drowning. However, the video clearly showed Stein wasn't distracted by his phone or talking to anyone. When he finally spotted Adam, he immediately dove in, rescued him, and revived him through CPR. Still, Stein was charged with reckless endangerment and risk of injury to a minor. The American Lifeguard Association commented, "This is the first time a lifeguard has faced criminal charges over a near-fatal drowning. He saved a child's life, but instead of being hailed as a hero, he ended up in jail." Stein's lawyer, Mark Sherman, argues the charge.
The fuck? What the fuck is this? Thank you. Now more people will drown just because your fucking ego couldn't handle that you left your child for fucking 4 minutes without looking at the little bastard. Yeah, guess what? Children are fucking stupid and parents should watch them. The lifeguards out there are only there to actually go in if there is a Ausnahmesituation. Not something you should have looked in. Fuck. When I was effing younger, Acolyte, like about 10,000 years ago, we actually had some teenagers around us at a bare minimum. Someone older that watched us. The parents, teenagers, or something older. Fuck, I had to watch kids at some point. I wish they have drowned.
Charges are unjust. Stein saved that boy's life. We can't turn every tragic accident or oversight into a crime.
But he saved the child. This is why people don't help each other anymore. What is going on? Yeah, where
She's
were the
correct.
parents? Why can't you sue them back for, like, not paying attention to their child? What?
Yes.
When reporters reached out to Adam's mother in New Canaan, Connecticut,
And by the way, the freaking mother and father should get sued for this because they actually didn't watch their fucking kid.
She confirmed off camera that Adam was recovering well, but declined to comment further or say whether the lifeguards should be held accountable. Do you think Zachary Stein deserves punishment, or did the police go too far with this arrest? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.
Bro, what backwards ass jurisdiction is this? I don't even know what to say. Yeah, guys, remember next time you see a kid, just let him drown. That's fucking wild. Brain dead police.
And she's joking here. But that's the safer option. And then you just say you can't swim. Pretending. It's sickening. It's sickening. But yeah, that's the reality right now. Freaking...
Chat, it's not even the police at this point. There's steps to it. I hate that argument. Okay, the police are fucked up and they're stupid. But it went to the judge. Yes, the parents called the police. They pressed charges, and then the jury and the judge said, yeah, okay, yeah, this is fine. This is disgusting. They literally say at the start, his friends thought he was just holding his breath. They weren't panicking or anything. Do you know what that means, chat? Imagine you're a lifeguard, and you're, like, scanning. You're like, for anything wrong in the pool, and you see some kid underwater, and all his friends are acting like it's normal. There was nothing wrong because at a glance, it just looks like a kid holding his breath underwater. He wasn't distracted. He wasn't on his phone. He was diligently looking for any problems in the pool, and he gets arrested because a fucking Karen thinks he didn't act fast enough.
Yeah, and by the way, the police, I think in this case, the police can't do anything against it. They got called because, well, of potential child abusage things. And yeah, that's I don't blame the police in any kind of way here specifically, because it could have been they just aren't there to see it. Yeah, so
dude, absolutely fucking heinous. I hate Karen so fucking much. They ruined this guy's life. And people wonder why men don't want to fucking help anyone anymore. People wonder why, like, oh no, chivalry's dead, and like men are such pigs, blah 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 blah, or why men won't even give up their bus seat anymore or something. This is exactly why, man. Because shit like this happens all the time, all over the world. And the fact of the matter, it's actually getting worse. Not only will you get attacked for being a good Samaritan, you saved someone's life, someone's child's life, but you'll get attacked if they think you're not doing your job correctly. That is such Karenism. Oh, by the way, this is really prevalent in healthcare too. This kind of just popped up in my head. I had a few friends I knew from high school that stepped out of the medical field after COVID happened, because people, they attack you for shit that's not even your fault. There's a story to this. Like, oh, your floor manager decided to cut your hours, so now you're understaffed in the emergency room? Yeah, that's the nurse's fault. The nurse is trying to help you and, like, trying to, you know, keep you alive. You should scream at the top of your fucking lungs at your nurse for not coming to check on you frequently enough because because they're understaffed. Yeah, that'll help. That'll definitely, like, you know, add...
Yeah, instead of actually freaking going out on the managers, everybody goes out on the nurses. Why? The nurses, for the most part, of course there are always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, the nurses can't do shit. And especially not the doctors. How can you be motivated to actually do a doctor job or a nurse job if you hear every fucking third day that they're getting sued for something? Fuck it. It's like working in retail, dealing with Karens, then getting sued over it. Don't get me wrong, if you make a mistake or do something on purpose, you get fucked, but not like this.
Add less stress to their life. But as EMT and EMS, I've gotten talks about all sorts of stuff to save people. Dude, I bet. Nurses and EMTs and shit, yeah. They teach EMTs to check carotid pulses with no more than 2 fingers because bystanders might think you're choking them and call the police on you. As if the ambulance behind you isn't a clue. Nah, they actually think you're choking them. Dude, the people are so low IQ, I want to scream. Yeah, you're choking them! a uniform and you're helping this guy on the floor. And as you do the CPR, I would look at how long it took to save him, which is bullshit. No, but this is kind of related in the same vein. It's because people are stupid and report this shit. The parents fucking got mad at him for saving his life. Are gonna fuck around and keep doing this and
Maybe I understand it now. Maybe I'm starting to understand or think why they got mad after he saved his life. Maybe they did it on purpose, who knows?
Playing when healthcare systems get qualified immunities like cops. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. And by the way, I love this last part too. I love that they're saying like, oh, that she declined to comment on whether or not she should be held accountable, but felt comfortable enough to call the fucking police on him. After the guy, the lifeguard, saved your son's life. Like, what an absolute fucking piece of shit. What an absolute fucking bitch.
Yes, and by the way, I think this should be a criminal charge. Yes, I really think so. Because there is literal proof that he done nothing wrong. On point. And still, she did this. Clear as day. She wasn't there to protect her child and just shoot a good Samaritan. There should be some heavy consequences for that. Heavy.
Karen. The modern Karen is freaking astounding. What I would give to be a fly on the wall when this happened. You arrive at the pool to your son who had his life saved by a lifeguard, and your first response is not, thank you, you saved my son's life, he could have died. It's like, why did you let this happen? And that's another thing, where the fuck was she? But my chat's first response was like, hey, where was this bitch? Why was she not watching?
Yes.
Where was she? Why weren't you fucking watching your kid? Like, clear she had been gone for a good while, at least 10 minutes, right? For this entire thing to have transpired before she got back. I've heard so many stories of overprotective moms that basically don't leave their kid's side and very rarely leave unless it's like an emergency or something. Like, I know there are neglectful parents, and I feel like this is one of them. Could the motive have been financial gain? That would be the most fucked up shit ever. I'm really tired of seeing public service jobs getting absolutely shit on by these retards and these Karens. Healthcare, nurses,
See?
Police, firefighters. Remember the firefighters in California? First responders. I don't know why the mentally ill are so dead set on attacking people in these professions, but I'm like, I'm noticing a pattern. I am seeing
Because it works. Simple as that. It works. If it works, people will do it.
Pattern chat. We've covered 2 different articles on this channel before about the firefighters being under attack in the UK and stuff, and the California ones, and or at least like mad that they're mostly white men. Yeah, all these Karens are unemployed. Yeah, I sell crochet on Etsy. That's my employment, chat. The dumbest are often the loudest. Yes, unfortunately. Also, they have a lot of time on their hands to cry on Twitter and shit too. This is the full story. Yeah, no, I understand, but the fact that it got this far, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you're trying to say. Like, oh, they had their felony charges removed. Chat, at the end of the day, it still happened. They still went through with it. They were like, yeah, we're still gonna follow through. Arrest the Karen instead.
Yeah, and you don't know what big amount of stress it is to actually getting sued, and maybe he could have just lost because he couldn't afford it. This could have happened. So, there's that. Luckily he won.
I think that she should be liable for charges, or both the parents should be liable for charges. And imagine being the husband too, like, oh yeah, my wife, yep, we're gonna call the police, People are raised and taught not to help someone because you could get sued. That's the world we live in. Isn't that so fucked up? You see a kid on the side of the road, and if you go and help them, it's like, you could get in trouble. Legit, only a problem in America. I disagree. In China, it's the same thing.
In Germany, it's the exact same thing. It's 1-to-1 the exact same thing.
It's not just America. In America, you can get sued, but in China, it's like more so a fear, and also, like,
yeah.
I don't want...
And by the way, I had this situation. I helped a man that actually almost choked to death. Saved his fucking life. And the fucking first judge actually thought that I was too brutal about it and could have damaged him. I instantly called for Krankenwagen and then tried to save him, and the fucker actually sued me. Since then, well, I had some people that actually went awry. Now they are dead. Fuck him. I'm not getting sued just because some fucks can't take care of themselves.
What the hell? Because it's not my problem, kind of thing. If you pull someone out of a burning car, they get hurt in the process and you can get sued. South Korea as well, you are not protected. Oh yeah, South Korea too. I've heard stories like that as well. China's infamous healthcare scams. Yeah, that was it. Because if you help them, and then those healthcare scams follow through, and then they go through with like, essentially not suing you, but you're liable under the charges, then you can get into trouble in China for it if they get hurt or something. They make you pay their medical bill for life. Dude, what? They can get away with that shit. Here in the EU, you get shit if you don't try to help. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think it's...
No, that's not true. In the EU, technically, you get sued if you don't help, or this in Germany, if you can, if you don't risk your own life. But as soon as you say, I felt threatened, no, I couldn't help, I thought this is a scam or something like that, you're fine. And you don't even need to. As long as you don't go in there, point at them and laugh, nothing will happen. Just call the police, the freaking 911, or just piss off. Those are the best things you can do here in Germany.
It's fucked up. Very, very sad. I'm glad at least we know that the charges got dropped, but still, I don't think it should have even went through with it. They didn't
Exactly.
get dropped. Lifeguard
And the Karen should have consequences for it. Don't forget that, Smokalano, because nah.
will have felony charge removed. I don't know, I didn't read into it, but I'm assuming, right? He was given probation and found guilty, 2 years probation. Oh my god, wait, it didn't even get dropped fully. Justice for this guy, man. Ruined his whole life, and for what?
Yeah, for what? For the fucking ego of a Karen. And thanks to people like that, people will have way less initiative in actually helping people. Because fuck that. Why should I ruin my life to help somebody else? Bad luck, bitch. But as it is, acolytes, good night.